Let's head back to Leanne, Cusack, and Steve Barkhouse, who are about to answer some of your questions about renovations.
We're going to show some of the interesting elements, the updated sort of technologies in home renovations and decor, Graham. But first, Steve wanted everyone to know that JJ was describing ideal conditions for problems.
Absolutely. So ice damming's coming. JJ said it's right now when it came in it was -2. The heat from your roof is escaping up in. It's going to get melt that snow, run it down. You won't notice today because it's dripping off the edge, but when I drive around town in a couple of days when that ice or that cold weather comes in, you'll see the icicles. And those are the people we're talking to.
Steve is a builder or a renovator. It should be like a paper route. You're just sending out cards and you'll be able to spot them because of, as you said, the icicles. So
yeah. It
wouldn't be winter if we didn't spend some time talking about the issues that occur with ice damming that creates leaks inside your house, messed up drywall, a nightmare for a lot of homeowners.
Yeah, exactly. I brought a little picture along that we can flash up on the well, we've got, we'll just go to the next one if we could. And it shows a little bit about...
so the next image, there we go, the graphic.
Yeah, just really quickly. You see the eaves trough, you see the roof. The heat escapes from your home. If it didn't escape from your home, you wouldn't need to have a furnace because it would stay warm. So the heat obviously escapes. It goes up. Again, it melts that snow. You can see the water on the shingles. It goes down to the unheated area where the eaves trough is and freezes. And this is the perfect temperature. This is happening right now everywhere in Ottawa. If your roof is newer and if you have great ventilation, this won't be an issue because the hot air is getting taken away, but it happens to a lot of homes. So you can see when the water gets in, it'll freeze in this cold spell, it'll lift the shingles because water expands when it freezes and dig its way in. So you might have a good roof today, but in a few days it'll poke its way through. And we're just going to talk about things to do today and tomorrow that you can get ready so that you don't have an issue like this.
And I said to Steve in the commercial break, who needs this? Like, who needs to do what you're suggesting? And you said, they will know if in fact you have an ice issue. So you're suggesting this wire, which sort of essentially is heating the roof.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was one of the other pictures. So this one plugs in and the wire runs up and down onto the roof.
Actually, let's take a look at that image now.
Yeah.
This is the home in the glebe.
So you can see it up on the roof, yeah. And you can see the wire running up and down. Now, you don't want a whole band of no snow on the edge of the roof. Doesn't mean it's working. All we're looking to do is put channels in the snow so that the water can run off. We just want to get rid of that water. So you can see the black wire up there. It should be covered in snow, but it's working, so we know it is, and that's great. It should be in the eaves trough, so about a wee piece of eaves trough along. We want to run that wire inside the eaves trough because the eaves trough will conduct heat, so it'll keep it warm enough that it won't freeze up, and then run it down the downspout as well, so you just want to get that water off the roof.
And the obvious question is, why wouldn't you just work on the ventilation of the roof? And you say in those old homes, it just doesn't work.
Sometimes you can't. Yeah, you can't. The roof doesn't allow ventilation. It was designed without ventilation. And again, if there's no snow on that first 6 feet of roof, you don't have an issue. So you take your roof rake and you put your extensions on and you can reach up there safely and just pull that snow off just the first 4-6 feet and you won't have an issue.
Okay. Well, the home...
Sorry, just last, if you do have a problem, these guys are fantastic.
Tell us about those guys.
The little pucks, you just throw those up on the roof and they sit up on, and they'll melt their way down through and take away that ice for you. So if you already have a problem, you just throw those up and that'll alleviate that problem and you don't have to get up on the roof and take care of it.
And you say that you don't even have to worry, they're safe with animals?
Safe with animals, yeah, all eco-friendly, absolutely. Won't damage the shingles.
We have about 45 seconds left. That's not a lot of time to show some of the props that you've brought along, but this is what you said is you used in the renovation we showed earlier, which is a faux brick, which you say is quite affordable.
Yeah, absolutely affordable. Comes out of Toronto. Easy to put on. Anyone can put this on. And it brings sort of the outside in. It was the warmth that we had in that room. And just, like I said, an alternative material that you usually see on the outside on the inside.
I think we're going to have to get to flooring like this another time because the last thing we want to show, and we only have 30 seconds left, heated driveway. We have an image. The same home in the glebe, not only did they heat the edge of the roof, they heated the driveway.
Well, little driveways in the glebe where everything's jammed in a bit, and there's lots of areas around town like that. There's no place to put the snow, and when the operators come to take the snow away for you, if you're fortunate enough to have one, they damage the house and different things. So this is a great way to take care of that.
That's pretty expensive, but if in fact you're having landscaping work done, if you're having something repaved,
that's the time.
Yeah, that's the time to do it. We want to thank you very much, Steve, for joining us. That was bionic work by you. Yeah.